what they did to your family, you're lucky to make it out alive.
Streaming on Peacock.
These men are going to come after me. Taking them out is my only chance.
Put a bullet in her head.
From the co-creator of Ozark.
Looks like a family was running drugs.
Execution-style killing, it's rare for the Keys. And it leads on who they might have been running for.
The cartel killed my family. I'm gonna kill them. All of them.
MIA. Streaming now. Only on Peacock.
Are your ad campaigns lighting up the dashboard, but not the pipeline? That's Bullspend, and marketers are calling it out in Dashboard Confessions.
My boss asked for results, so I opened my dashboard for the only positive-sounding metric I had: impressions.
Cut the bull spend. See revenue, not just reach. LinkedIn delivers the highest return on ad spend of major ad networks. Advertise on LinkedIn. Spend $250 on your first campaign and get a $250 credit. Go to linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply.
This podcast is part of the Robots Radio Rocket Club, a program designed to help all podcasts reach their full potential. For information about joining the Robots Radio Rocket Club, check out robotsradio.net.
Welcome to the Dragon Ball Lorecast, where we take a deep dive in all things Dragon Ball, such as the characters, stories, timelines, and so much more. Hosted by Brandon, Jesse, and Steven.
Welcome back, Z Warriors, to another episode of the Dragon Ball Lorecast. I'm one of your hosts, Brandon, or also known as Ben of Temeria, and always with me is my good friend, Steven.
Yo.
And Jesse.
How's it going?
And here we are finally ending our transformation episodes, because this is the last part of transformations, because there's a lot of them in Dragon Ball.
So many.
There's so many transformations in Dragon Ball.
Kind of like the whole show, honestly.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Actually, yeah.
Who can get to a new transformation first?
Yeah, since its inception. DB Dragon Ball, not as
so
much.
Yeah.
DBZ, it's like every character.
The only thing they do in like OG Dragon Ball is like they get the water. That's pretty much it.
Well, you have the Great Ape, which is a transformation.
Yeah.
And some little nuanced characters that don't stay alive for very long. So
that's true.
All right. So we have, I don't even remember. This is the core person. Oh, this is Supreme Kai's, essentially.
Yeah.
I had to think. I was like, wait, who is this? This was referring to a specific person, so specific quote-unquote Supreme Kai, which he does become Supreme Kai in an alternate timeline. So exceptionally powerful core people can achieve a halo form. Fusamasu possesses a halo referred to as the Barrier of Light, while Supreme Kai of Time, Corona, and the Supreme Kai Hero avatars possess halo in their time-powered unleashed forms. Now, the Supreme Kai Hero is the Super Dragon Ball Heroes avatar of a Supreme Kai that you can have in the game, which the different races and Super Dragon Ball Heroes have their own transformations depending on what race you are. So, and Corona is the Supreme Kai of Time from Xenoverse, which is pretty cool. And like, she actually grows tall. She's not short. When she's in this form, which is like, why is she not tall all the time? She looks better that way, in my opinion, but that's just me. Next we have is Formation. So if anybody's seen Sailor Moon, you know exactly what this is. Because this is just ripping copying from Sailor Moon. Which was Sailor Moon Toei? Was that Toei Animation? I want to say it was.
Sounds right.
Yes.
Okay. That's what I thought. So they had all rights, so they were able to do something similar. So the magical girl transformation, altered through the power of love, quote unquote, and utilized by denizens of Universe 2, this transformation only exists in the anime. As in, this does not appear in the manga whatsoever. It's a whole anime original because they like to do offshoot stuff from that's not in the manga, just, to prolong said anime.
Or to stretch it out so you can get to the next things.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Well,
Super needed more stretching out.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you read the manga, the Dragon Ball manga is not long, at all. It's fairly short. Shorter than most manga. Like Super, for an example, only has 24 volumes. The whole of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z is only 60-some volumes? That's it? Or not even 60. Yeah. It's 40-some volumes.
It's not long at all.
Yeah, we covered in, I think, episode 1 or 2. It's 40-some volumes. It's not long. There are plenty of other manga series, One Piece, that has gone over, over 100 volumes. Or,
forever
not...
and ever and ever.
Yeah. Or Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail has over 70 volumes, almost 80 now, combined with the 100-year quest.
Yeah.
Naruto has well over, I think, 60-some volumes. It's crazy. So, all right. Now, getting into probably one of the coolest powers we see in anime, and honestly, probably one of the most coolest fight scenes we see in anime during the Power of Tournament or the Tournament Power arc, is Ultra Instinct. So, autonomous Ultra Instinct can be achieved to an extremely potent extent via transformation. The angels are always in perfected Ultra Instinct state. In the anime, Ultra Instinct Sign was achieved when Goku's willpower collided with his own Universe 7 Spirit Bomb, pushing Goku through his barrier and into a deepest part of his potential, according to Whis. His ki in this state is stated by observers to be very hot, yet frightening calm. Gohan, Piccolo, and Vegeta all pointed out that Goku even moves and fights very differently in this state. Piccolo later notes Goku is constantly evolving in this state. Yeah, seeing this, at least in the anime perspective, is really cool because all of them are freaking out. And Master Roshi is this is giving me the chills. I have never seen his ki this calm before. This is frightening. And it's also one of the coolest moments in anime history. I had to watch the Tournament Power arc subbed so I could see all these points because the dubbed was so it was 30-40 episodes behind.
Yeah, it was very very behind.
To where I was seeing clips on YouTube and social media, and I was I need to watch this. So I would go on YouTube and do watch parties to watch the sub. And oh my gosh, the fight scenes with Ultra Instinct are phenomenal. Hence why
the music alone for it is so good.
I mean, our in-break outro sound clip is Ultra Instinct. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, yeah, you guys probably
can't hear it
on our end, but I can hear it. So in the manga, Goku activates his state for the first time as a result of Roshi reminding him of all his martial arts teachings and demonstrating the principles of the ability. However, this state is incomplete as Goku quickly reverted to base form after a period of time, and while his defense properties are efficient, his offensive powers are limited. Because he's still trying to, get used to the form.
Yeah.
Because he's fighting he's trying to, from what I remember, he was trying to actually use.
He's using his thought,
his brain.
Yeah, instead of just turning it off and just letting his body move.
Yeah,
correct. So Goku then displays the perfected version of this state. The completed state gives the user complete control over Ultra Instinct, godly levels of power. In this form, Goku faces the super full-powered Jiren. However, despite this form overwhelming might, it still has its flaws. In the anime, it takes a huge toll on the user's body, while in the manga, it wears out quickly when faced with a powerful foe. So, they changed it up a little bit, just kind of give it more drawbacks. All transformations have to have a drawback, or the character's just going to become overpowered completely, and the show and everything would be pointless. So there has to be caveats. So both of these forms are not usable at will upon first being achieved. However, in the manga, through the training with Miras, and then the training angel's eventual sacrifice, Goku becomes able to use the sign in perfected states at will. In Heroes Media, Goku gained the ability to use sign state at will shortly after his battle with Cumber on the Prison Planet, and the perfected state after training in the Demon's hyperbolic time chamber. Which obviously we only had the manga and the Heroes promotion anime, because they haven't animated this part yet, which is now going to be finally get animated. So
yeah,
stay tuned for that. They might change it up again, so they probably will. They probably will change it up.
They always do.
Not gonna lie, it will change.
Yeah.
Now moving to the God of Destruction, and yes, you would be wondering, wait, this is a transformation? Yes, as we see in the anime, we do see this as a transformation. So in the anime and Heroes manga, God of Destruction candidates can transform into the Destroyer form, allowing them to access energy of destruction. However, beings with greater amount of godly power can not only neutralize the enemy energy of destruction, but overpower a user in this state, which was proven by Vegeta with his Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Evolved form. Which is true.
This was Top that did that in the anime, at least, right?
Yes.
And
Yeah.
basically
Top
becomes impervious.
Yeah, Top becomes a God of Destruction through transformation, and Vegeta still overwhelms him and overpowers him.
Yeah.
So
takes a while, but yeah.
It takes a while, but yes, he does. In the manga, those who were given the God of Destruction training learn to use Hakai, as well as the principles behind the Ultra Ego technique, allowing them to go on to and achieve the Ultra Ego transformation, given the right circumstances, with Vegeta being able to do so mid-battle with Granola. Yep.
I'm excited to see that.
That's going to be awesome.
Yes.
That's also the arc after the one that's getting animated.
I know, it's going to be a while before we get it, but
yeah.
I'm excited nonetheless.
Yeah. Now we'll see. Let's see. We get True Ultra Instinct in the Miras arc by Goku, and then in the Granola arc, he has these perfected Ultra Instinct, which is different.
Yeah.
Which is more more tuned to his battle style, rather than have his body do its own thing, which is still pretty cool.
Yeah.
So now moving to the Demon Realm race. So Deborah is capable of taking on a demonic will state in the video games, which I'm trying to remember what that looks like.
He does something in the anime, I thought. Maybe
in the
he just
anime?
meditates.
No, he just meditates. He doesn't have any transformations because he doesn't live for very long.
No, he sure does. He spits on a couple people and then gets whacked.
Yep. And then eaten as a cookie.
Yes.
Now, what's really funny, if anybody hasn't seen the original Dragon Ball Z, there was a filler episode where everyone's in Otherworld as ghosts, whereas as spirits, and Deborah is in Otherworld with everybody, and he has a complete 180. Since he's not under the influence of Babidi, he's a complete 180 where he's like rooting Videl with her romance with Gohan and everything. It's freaking hilarious.
He's overly affectionate.
It's also really weird.
It is odd.
Hence why it's filler, and they took it out.
Yeah.
And now we have Demon God. So with enough Kiri, a member of the Demon Realm race can become a Demon God. Using every ounce of their divine power lets them take on a giant monstrous form, and going beyond this allows them to take on the Makayuka form, which is, if I recall, this is from Xenoverse, right? Oh, this is this is from Super Dragon Ball Heroes.
Yeah.
It's just really dark energy. Now the Demon God, which is Demigra in the Xenoverse games, was Xenoverse 1 specifically. He does appear in DLC for Xenoverse 2, but it's not him. It's him, but not him. Because Foos is messing with timeline crap. He also appears in Super Dragon Ball Heroes, apparently. Wait, was that his introduction?
Potentially.
Where was he introduced? He might have been introduced in Super Dragon Ball Heroes before Xenoverse. That can't be right, right? No, Xenoverse was out first. Never mind. Xenoverse was out, and then Super Dragon Ball, and then Dragon Ball Heroes released in Japan.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Okay, cool. All right. Moving on, we have Dark Toa, so a member of the Demon Realm race who absorbs artificial dark energy into their body to take on the dark form, which Toa is the antagonist for Xenoverse 1 and 2.
Spoilers. I haven't got that far yet.
What do you mean you haven't gotten that far? She's the evil. You see her real early, and you see her in the freaking trailer at the get-go of the game.
I don't remember.
Oh my gosh. Like, what do you mean? You see her super early.
I've only gotten to super early in the game.
Oh my gosh. All right. Anyway, now we have the angels. So angels are capable of switching between a mortal state and an angel state if they wish, as they are displayed by trainee angel Miras. And that's it. Because they're always an Ultra Instinct. So at least all the angels we see with the God of Destructions. So now we have Heater's race, which I'm trying to remember who Heater is. They're in the Super Manga.
They're in the Granola arc.
Ah, okay. I haven't gotten that far in the manga. Well, I've read a little bit here and there. So the Heaters are capable of unleashing their instincts to varying degrees in order to take on partial or full transformation states. Once they are able to control the form, they can use their full power. Oh, doesn't Gas do that?
Yeah. I think so. Gas or oil does, one of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the name.
There's Elec, Gas, Oil, and Mackie.
Huh. I wonder what that's a wordplay on. Interesting. So now we have the Universe Seed induced form. So power from the Universe Seed is able to grant those who have it to an ultimate form. When used, it is in complete state by the Tuffle Neo Machines mutant Camorian. The fused entity took on a gigantic, powerful form. When used by the Hearts in its complete form, he becomes the ultimate God Slayer. Oh, this is the villain from Super Dragon Ball Heroes.
GT. Oh.
Well, the Tuffles are in GT. The Tuffles are in GT, but this Tuffle specifically is from Super Dragon Ball Heroes. It's like a more advanced version of Baby, essentially.
Yeah. Oh God.
Yeah. And Hearts is he's also one of the villains as well. I can't remember what race he is. Yeah, I didn't say what race he is. But yeah, there's a whole thing with that in Super Dragon Ball Heroes. Alright, we have now the Nico Majin. So the Super Nico Majin. So by copying the Saiyan Super Saiyan form, a Nico Majin can attain the Nico Majin, Super Nico Majin state. And the Nico Majins are also from Super Dragon Ball Heroes. So for anybody who's like, what the heck is this? It's that. Oh wait, are they from Super Dragon Ball Heroes? No, sorry. These are one-shot characters from '99.
Good lord.
I lied. They're just a comedy series that Toriyama did.
Yeah, this is...
What the world?
What this is.
That's hilarious. All chapter Nico Majin was in Monthly Shonen Jump in Japan. Oh, did they not release it in the U.S.? Oh, Language in 2007. So Viz translated the English version of Nico Majin Chapter 3, titled Nico Majin Z, that is in the October 2007 issue of Shonen Jump. They only translated one chapter out of like 8.
Big yikes.
Yeah, so that tells you why no one's heard of them. And then we have the double eyelid transformation. So by copying the member of Frieza's race transforming ability, a Nico Majin can take a form with double eyelids. Yeah.
Awesome.
That's a comedy character for you. This is just reminding me all of Ariel again.
Yeah.
Freaking robot. Also, that I was not a fan of that filler episode in Super, where Ariel just shows up, and I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
Place.
It's like, this is so weird. Though I do like the callback where they like Goku and Ariel like actually recognize each other and like remembered one of another. I did like that.
That is
I was
good.
like, oh, okay, so Goku does remember people.
Yeah.
That's cool.
He's not a complete idiot.
No, and he's not like. That's the other thing. Like, what if you read the manga, Goku's not as goofy as he is in the anime.
Right.
They just make him a little more goofy in the anime for entertainment factor. Even like Sean Schemmel, who voices the English dub of Goku, says like, yeah, this is all in part of his character. Like, I've been like Goku, for 20 plus years. This is on like this is normal. This is what I would assume would happen. So when things get serious, he gets serious, but other times like, yeah, he's just someone who wants to fight people. That's it. And he also worked with like Toriyama on some things too, back during like DBZ, like Dragon Ball Z Kai specifically. So, in the original DBZ, because he was in that project after season 3. All right, well, let's take a mid-break, thank our awesome listeners, and we'll be right back.
This episode is brought to you by Redfin. You're listening to a podcast, which means you're probably multitasking. Maybe even scrolling home listings on Redfin, saving homes without expecting to get them. But Redfin isn't just built for endless browsing. It's built to help you find and own a home. With agents who close twice as many deals, when you find the one, you've got a real shot at getting it. Get started at redfin.com. Own the dream.
You may think you know McDonald's drinks, but you don't know them like this. From fruity refreshers like the Strawberry Watermelon Refresher and the Mango Pineapple Refresher with popping boba, to crafted sodas like the Sprite Berry Blast with berry-flavored Sprite topped with cold foam. Who knew ice-cold drinks could be so fire? 6 all-new drinks are here. Try them all, now at McDonald's. Refreshers contain caffeine.
Why have you summoned me? Tell me your wish now.
All right, welcome to the middle of the show. We're talking about everything with the podcast. It has nothing to do with the lore of Dragon Ball. Here, we want to thank all of our amazing listeners. Thank you guys so much for supporting the show and listening to the show. And shout this show out to other people. Put it in Discords. Put it on social. Tell your friends that there is a Dragon Ball Lorecast with 3 amazing people. Because we're all awesome. I don't know if you heard our other shows, but our other shows are pretty big too. Gundam is shot up in popularity. Final Fantasy is Final Fantasy. So like that show, that show's booming.
Business is podcast business is booming.
My podcast business is booming. Honestly, I think Final Fantasy is what helped it. I'm not gonna lie.
That's what got this show going.
It did. That it did. And then you can find us on Spotify and Apple if you want to leave us 5-star reviews with some words or a nice Spotify comment. We'll read it out next time on the show, which we have one. Mr. Evilistic said back on Oh God, what episode was this? Transformations Part 2. So the last episode.
Electric Boogaloo.
Okay, that's great. He says, I heard Digimon.
Oh, no. No.
We already got that on Gundam. We don't need it here.
No.
Oh my gosh. And funny enough that you say Electric Boogaloo, I watched...
It's the next transformation.
It could be. I don't know if you guys ever watched Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, but one of the episodes in dubbed, I think it was in like season 2 or 3, Chaz summons a B2 Beetle Tank, and he's like, "Here, Beetle Tank B2 Electric Boogaloo." Like he says that
makes me
in
so
the
happy.
dub, and you can totally tell that was a full-on improv line.
Fantastic.
It's like, I love dubs so much just for like the improv they do. It's great.
Makes me happy.
Because there's some some translations, obviously they will still have room for mouth flap to where you have to match the mouth of the character on screen, to where then they kind of have to like put something in there to make it sound like they actually are talking or something. So sometimes improvs happen, or sound effects or something with the mouth. So anyway, you can also find us on a few different Discord servers: the Robots Radio Discord at robotsradio.net, as well as my own Discord server, the Business Friend Podcasting Discord, where you can find this show and all the other shows that we host together, which are the Holocron History, Star Wars Canon vs. Legends, the Final Fantasy Lorecast, the Gundam Lorecast, the Wizarding War Lorecast, and the Witcher Lorecast.
And soon to be the Yu-Gi-Oh! Lorecast.
No, I am not. Okay, there is one thing I would love. That'd be awesome. The lore, you have to find it. I am not doing that. I love
Because
Yu-Gi-Oh!
It's all nonsense.
Yes.
It's
it's exactly what it is. It's based off, like, all the lore is based on the cards themselves. And the cards don't have lore on them like Magic does. So you kind of have to figure it out yourself, or through Master Duels, which has their own, like, they've been doing a lot more like lore stuff with archetypes nowadays in the last couple years. But no, I love the game. I played the game. Not doing a podcast on it. Sorry.
No.
You can go watch YouTube videos on that for yourself.
It's like the first season.
It's too much.
It is too much. Now, like, I'll talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! I will not do a show on it. Anyway, news-wise for Dragon Ball, there's not really much except for, Xenoverse 3 obviously was announced. We get that next year. They did confirm we have Dragon Ball Beerus coming out later this year, as well as them also teasing they are doing a redoing the Resurrection F saga, which what they did with the Beerus saga, where they're doing 6 episodes with reanimation, new animation, and just kind of like touching up things on it. They're going to do the same thing with the Resurrection F with Golden Frieza.
6 hour-and-a-half long episodes.
I don't know if they're going to be that long. I think they're just going to be standard episode length. I don't think it's going to be anything crazy. I think I don't know how true it is, but I saw something that's the only thing they're going to do, like a quote-unquote remaster of. They're not going to redo like the Tournament of Power or Universe 6 or 7 stuff. Like, they're really not going to do anything because there's no point. Honestly, I don't see a point of them redoing Beerus. I really don't.
Either. They just have to hold us off until we have the new.
Yeah, that's all they're doing. They're just putting stuff out there just to get people, hey, Dragon Ball's not dead. By the way, new arc is being developed.
Yeah, that's exactly all it is.
Now all we need is the Universe 6 spinoff. That's what we need.
See, that would be cool.
I would be
really
down.
Cool to see like them doing something more with Universe 6. I would really like to see that. Yes. I do know in the later chapters of the manga, I think it's after the Moro arc, which is the arc that's getting animated, Vegeta does go to Universe 6 and meet the king of planet Sadala, which is pretty cool.
Yeah,
I think he trains Kaba a little bit too while he's there, because
That'd be
He's
good.
being Dragon Ball's best dad yet again.
I don't know about
Piccolo
that.
is Dragon Ball's best dad.
Vegeta became an actual good master for once.
He did, but Piccolo is Dragon Ball's best dad, and I will die on that hill.
All right, moving on. Let's get back to more transformations.
Experience a membership that backs your business journey with American Express Business Platinum. When you pay with membership rewards points for all or part of an eligible flight booked with a qualifying airline through Amex Travel, you can get 35% of those points back, up to 1 million points back per calendar year. American Express Business Platinum. There's nothing like it. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/business-platinum.
With Uber's new women preferences, women riders can request a woman driver whenever they want. Like Amy, who's traveling solo in a city she's never been to before. Or Danielle, who works night shifts at the hospital. Or Kelly and Jana, who were way overdue for a night out. Because sometimes comfort comes from having another woman with you. Request women drivers with women preferences on Uber. Learn more on the Uber app.
Now we have the Shadow Dragons. So, Steven, we're back to GT.
Good. Thank God.
Good. Whoa.
I'm watching it now.
Oh, okay. GT has its moments.
Yeah,
It
I
does.
finished
And
Super.
It also has its
Yeah,
spots.
it
So
does.
what?
It's a very slow start, is what I have picked up
Oh,
on.
yes. GT's
it's
because
brutal.
the first half of GT is just, hey, let's rehash Dragon Ball. But instead of just being on Earth, it's in space.
It's in space, yeah.
That's all it is.
The first planet they go to where they get tricked into spending all their money. It's like, okay, this is what we're doing, huh?
Mhm.
Just all right.
Yeah.
First off, okay, since you're currently watching it, how did they get the money? Do they already have it on them?
Yeah, Trunks is basically running Capsule Corp.
Yeah. So why is Earth money a domination?
Listen, Ben, don't poke holes in it.
It's like, wait a minute. Why is that currency even feasible? Anyway, so each of the Shadow Dragons have their own unique type of transformation. For an example, Oshinra Shenron can switch between a humanoid and dragon forms, and Sinna Shenron can use his basic form in a more powerful state named Omega Shenron, gained from absorbing the 7 Dragon Balls. Natron Shenron can transform via absorption, while Raid Shenron can increase his size via his electric slime body build. In Dragon Ball Heroes, Haze Shenron, Ocean Shenron, Ice Shenron, and Nova Shenron can transform into their own unique super forms. Haze Shenron and Ocean Shenron super forms also increase their size.
This is too many Shenrons.
Yeah, it's just
This is too much.
The main ones that people know is Ice, Nova, and Omega / Sin. Those are the main ones that people know because they're the only ones that they use in video games.
Well,
Most of
Omega is
time.
the one that, like, when you Google GT Shenron, Omega is the
Oh,
one
yeah,
that
Omega's
shows
the
up.
one.
Yeah.
And
Because he's the boss.
Yeah, and it's
big bad.
specifically the... Oh, no, it is the standard Dragon Balls that he absorbs. It's not the Black Star. It's specifically the standard Dragon Balls, right?
I believe so.
Think
I
so.
haven't made it that far yet.
I'm pretty sure.
It's been quite a while.
Yeah, it is,
Yeah,
because
my
once
initial
once
my
Goku
initial
defeats
watch was
him,
so long
they
ago.
fly away. Him and regular Shenron fly away into the heavens and all that. So we have Dark Magic Induced. So Dark Magic is capable of transforming a target into a villainous mode. The superior supervillain state can be achieved if the target shaves off their life energy to increase their power.
Good idea.
Yay. Which the Dark Magic's induced stuff is specifically like Xenoverse. This is all from Xenoverse 1 because you see all this. This is like the main boss fights, they're like induced by dark magic by either Demigra, or when you get to Xenoverse 2, it's Toa. And like Toa can increase their powers to where they're the supervillain forms, where they have like the infinity sign on their forehead. Which is, you know. And then there's other stuff that happens later in, you know, Xenoverse 2 with the DLC. So now we have Dark Evolution. So if a demon god combines their power with the Kiri of a target, the target is able to undergo a Dark Evolution. Which I believe this is also either, I think this is Super Dragon Ball Heroes or Xenoverse. One of the two. They kind of use the same things. And now we have Time Power Unleashed. Yeah. So the Supreme Kai of Time, Corona, can transform into her Time Power Unleashed form, which grants her complete control over time. In addition, increasing her power over time itself. Corona physically grows into a taller, more mature appearance. She looks like an adult with a much shapelier figure, lengthens her hair and her lower back, and changes her outfit's colors into whole white and yellow. Corona possesses a halo, though on her case the halo resembles a clock and the hand points at 10 and 2 respectively, and the halo is apparently part of the form itself. The Dark
so she's
King,
a good driver.
Yes. Yes, yeah. You have to have your hands on a 10 and 2 o'clock at all times when you're driving.
Yes.
The Dark King Mechacabra can also transform into the Time Power Unleashed form after absorbing a black hole that was swallowed up tens of millions of years of space-time. Mechacabra comes from Super Dragon Ball Heroes, for anybody who doesn't know. But yeah, so Supreme Kai of Time, this is all from Super Dragon Ball Heroes because this is where all this happens. It hasn't happened in the games or anything like that. So, that we know of yet. We have chapter 4 of the Future Saga finally coming out sometime this summer. So hopefully, they did confirm on the store page that there's multiple new characters they're adding with this update or with this expansion or DLC.
Yeah.
As far as what characters, who knows? And we might get another transformation. Who knows? I don't know.
Majin 21 would make me happy.
That'd be cool. It's probably not going to happen.
I don't see it happening because it's not Lab Coat, and Lab Coat's all they ever put into anything.
Yeah, which is so dumb. Majin 21's better than Lab Coat 21. So, Steven, you probably don't know who we're even talking about.
I have no idea.
Play me in Dragon Ball Fighters. You'll find out quick.
Yes, you will. Yes,
I have
you
it.
will.
It's in my library. I just don't think I've ever even played it.
Oh, God. So other transformations and similar techniques that are pseudo-transformation. So Power Pole Pro is treated as a transformation in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, which is for the human characters. As their unique transformation, they get the Flying Nimbus and the Power Pole. But if you get hit, you get knocked off the Nimbus and out of the transformation. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword there. The shape-shifting technique allows its user to transform into objects such as scissors or a rocket, animals like a fish or a bat, and other people regardless of differences in size and or gender, such as Oolong transformed into Bulma. Depending on their user skill level at the time, they can remain transformed via shape-shifting, may be limited, such as the case with Oolong. However, it does alter the user's physical strength, even if the users increase in size. Depending on the form, such as bird, bat, or rocket, the shapeshifter may, however, attain the power to fly without the use of ki.
Well, that's convenient.
Very.
Well, Oolong does transformations in the original Dragon Ball.
Yeah, he turns into underwear.
He does.
Yeah.
That he does. And we all know why. Anyway. Also,
he's been spending too much time with Master Roshi, that's why.
Yes. And Puar also can transform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Who also in the anime of Super spends a little bit too much time with Master Roshi.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Because that's what he does. The secret training.
Where he's doing his secret training. He
Yeah.
makes Quar turn into her. Yeah.
Yeah. Turn to a woman. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. So the blood rubies can cause their holder to transform into a demonic monster form. Which, yeah. The balloon technique allows the user to puff of their body like a balloon.
I feel like we see that one a lot.
We do. The Kaioken, and by extension, the Super Kaioken, is considered to be a transformation in several video games. Because, honestly, that's the best way to describe it in a video game. It's a technique. But in most video games, it's a transformation because that's the best way to use it mechanically in a game.
Yeah.
So, decreased entities can be revived as zombies through various methods. The God of Snake Way can disguise itself as Princess Snake. The giant form is utilized by numerous beings, a variant of which obtained via culture fueled fluid is culture fluid absorption gigantification.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah, this is from it's from one of the movies. Which movie was it? Was it the Broly film? Bio Broly.
Everyone's favorite.
Yeah, we don't talk about that movie. That movie
Doesn't
don't
exist.
first
What are
off,
you talking about?
don't watch it. It's bad. Also, it completely like Broly as a whole
Changes
as a
it, yeah.
character is like completely gone. Like it defeats the whole entire purpose.
It ruins the point.
It does. Captain Ginyu's body change allows him to switch bodies with his opponent. Okay, first off, seeing him come back in Super was hilarious, and I love the callback to the original DBZ, with all of that, but also then to like, hey, he's really powerful for like an episode, and the next episode he gets one-shotted.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. By Vegeta. By eating the second form of Frieza's tail, a combatant can transform into a larger form with features of Frieza's second form. Okay, first off, what?
What was this? What is this from?
I don't know. This has to be some. I don't. When's that? I don't even know where that's from. Frieza's 100% activation allows him to briefly use his 100% power while remaining in his regular final form. When in his 100% power or mega forms, Frieza can also use a power up named Long Awaited for 100% to further increase his muscle mass and power. Well, that's just the beefed up version that we have that we see in Z. That's all it is.
Yeah. Just gets
The
gigantic.
full power. That's what most people call it. Full power Frieza. The Blackwater Mist transformed those affected into it and into Demon Clansmen. Goku can use the ability named Super Saiyan Power in order to appear in a state and appearing as a Super Saiyan form, but with black hair. Yeah, this is in the filler arcs of DBZ where Goku's in Otherworld. So he has the gold aura of Super Saiyan, but his hair is still black. But it's spiky like Super Saiyan. So, again, it's filler.
Yeah.
That's also anime related, not with the manga. Because none of the Otherworld stuff was in the manga. That was all anime stuff. There were some Otherworld. There was some Otherworld stuff in the manga, but not a lot of it.
This is hilarious.
Is this what I'm thinking? Is this pronounced how I think it's going to be pronounced?
That's how I'm pronouncing it.
Caterpie is able to become a chrysalis in order to transform into Ultima's form. However, it takes 1,200 years to complete this transformation.
And look at the hype. It's literally just...
It's Caterpie with legs. It's a Pokemon with legs.
Fantastic.
Oh my god. Oh, I remember.
He's due to hatch in age 1967.
Oh my god. I forgot he's in the show. He's in the anime. This was DBZ. Oh my god, that is hilarious. I forgot he was in one of the filler arcs. Well, he's in the like the martial arts tournament arc, but like one of the filler episodes in that arc. Oh my god. I just like how they called him Caterpie, because you know it's a knockoff of Pokemon, but it's with a Y.
Oh, absolutely.
So it's not copyright. The user of the Great Salmon Watch can transform, quote unquote, equipping a Great Salmon suit. It's not really a transformation.
It's my least favorite.
The transfiguration beam used by Majins and Majub transforms whatever it hits into what the user wants. Monster Carrot can transform people into carrots using his magic touch.
This is a surprisingly terrifying character.
He is for a giant bunny.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. Master Carrot is.
I love Monster Carrot.
I forgot Monster Carrot was his actual rabbit.
He's like a rabbit godfather because he's the head of the rabbit mob.
Yeah, it's
fantastic. I love him.
Oh god. Chief Magananan is capable of transforming into what Whis calls a battle mode. Which I'm trying to remember what this character looked like. This was in Super. He's one of the filler episodes.
One of the other universes.
Yeah, he's in one of the filler episodes. God of Destruction, Saiyans, and members of the Frieza clan can utilize the Golden Frieza, are capable of going into a Fury. So, like, they just get really angry and they just destroy everything. Like when Beerus slaps or backhands Bulma, and where he's like, "Not my Bulma," and flips out and does so much, like, actually hurts Beerus a little bit. That's a Fury. That's a Fury state. He gets as strong as past Super Saiyan 3 in Super Saiyan 2, which is pretty cool. We have Pure Progress, which is treated as a transformation for Hit in Xenoverse 2. In Dragon Ball Super, Fuse Zamasu's body mutates. In the anime, Fuse Zamasu's body mutated due to one of his fuses being immortal and the other being mortal. In the manga, his body mutates when the Portora fusion's time limit ran out. However, this is due to the fuses being one and the same, and they refused the fission. See, that makes a little more... I mean, both make sense in its own right.
Yeah.
So...
I like them both.
Yeah, both are fine. Well, the thing is, though, they're both technically Supreme Kais, so the fusion would stay permanent, you would think. At least, that's what the anime description is. Because Pataras are timed transformations for mortals, but for Supreme Kais, they're permanent.
Right. Yeah. So, like when Supreme Kai fuses with Elder Kai. Right?
No, it's Supreme Kai with Capito.
Capito, that's what it is, yeah.
And they had Purunga to undo the fusion, right before the Universe 6 fight. The Sword of Hope is treated as a transformation in Xenoverse 2. That's specifically for future Trunks, because that's the blue electric aura. That it's like a Super Saiyan Rage is essentially what it is, just with like a blue aura.
It's a Super Saiyan sword.
Yes. Watagash is capable of transforming its host into 3 different stages of heteromorphism, which this is like a weird parasite thingy.
Yeah.
In the anime universe, 9 Warrior Basil is capable of taking a transformed state by danger doping.
I do love Basil.
I just like
Danger
they call
Trio.
it
Doing drugs.
He's doing dope.
He takes steroids. That's how.
It's so funny. They call it danger doping.
I like how they still made it the word doping.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
We can't call it anything, but
we're because there's a trio of danger, so he's danger doping. Jesus Christ.
In the Universe 4 Warriors, Ganos, Durkhan, and Mana possess transformations. Ganos can transform into a stronger, more bird-like state. Dokori can transform into a powered-up state when in a darkened area. And Mana can is able to expand into a giant ball.
Sure does.
Yeah. In the anime, the Universe 11 warrior Tupper is capable of taking on a petrified form. The super speed warrior Dispo in Universe 11 is able to take on a super maximum light speed mode, greatly increasing his speed. Jiren, the strongest warrior, was able to take on a super full power state after breaking beyond his previous limits. Which we all
They would have gave Jiren a better name.
He's terrifying.
Like a transformation name or just...
Yeah.
Oh,
Other than super full power. That's kind of...
Yeah. In the anime, the Universe 3 warrior Maji Kao is able to alter his body into faster and more powerful states. The warrior Catopersia is capable of changing modes using his robot suit, changing into a whirlwind speed mode, raging battle mode, or ultimate mode. Dark Dragon Balls can merge with evil beings, turning them into corrupt states. Which... Yeah, Super Dragon Ball Heroes. I was like, wait, what? It's not from G... I was like, this is not from GT.
No, GT is the...
Created by Xeno Dende for the Dark Empire. Okay, first off... Oh, I guess Dende goes evil.
Evil Dende?
Well, I think there's like an evil and not evil version of like everybody. Because there's Xeno versions of them.
Xeno Dende is an incarnation of Dende from a world separate to the main timeline, who is a member of the Dark Empire during the Dark Empire saga. So it's a different timeline version of Dende.
Yeah. That's why there's also Xeno King Vegeta in that world.
Yeah. And, like, I mean, there's Xeno Goku and Xeno Vegeta, which are the Time Patroller versions of their characters that we know today. So, all right. Where was I? Certain characters, such as Xeno Turles, can transform into a rampaging state. Yeah, and he has a Dark Dragon Ball attached to his, like, chest. So there's that, too. Hearts of the core area warriors can take on the form known as Super Hearts when utilizing his true power. In Dragon Ball Heroes, Toppan can transform into Hirodrigom, the beast sealed inside him, which is a giant insect, weird monster thing.
It's like it's the giant Phantom Majin thing.
Yeah, Goku uses the Dragon Fist to take him down.
Yeah.
Dragon Fist is awesome, by the way. Use it in Xenoverse 3 or Xenoverse 2 because it's actually a really good technique. If you can hit someone.
That's a big
if it's a massive damage if you hit someone. Hitting someone's very hard with that technique because the delay is crazy.
Yeah.
Pikkon possesses a transformation known as Super Pikkon.
It's like Super Piccolo.
Pretty much. A non-member of the Demon Realm race who uses dark energy can take on the King of Destruction form. And then the Hero Robot Pole can switch between defense form and attack form, and also upgraded versions of these forms and its base. And that's also from Super Dragon Ball Heroes, because Super Dragon Ball Heroes likes to throw in a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
So, but we did it. We finally did it. We got through all the transformations, everyone.
But wait, there's more. Just kidding. There's nothing else.
Yeah, there'll be more when Xenoverse 3 comes out. And that's probably not a lie. There'll probably be more transformations when that comes out. So,
and we'll have more when we get more volumes of the manga.
Oh yeah. Once the manga continues and gets new chapters, we'll get new forms in that as well. Clearly, because we'll know more about Black Frieza, and then hopefully whatever the gang gets to achieve next to defeat Black Frieza.
Whatever comes past Ultra
because
Instinct.
like Black Frieza just wallops Ultra Instinct Goku and Ultra Ego Vegeta. Like he just one-shots them both with one punch and they're down. So
I wonder if we see a fusion. Ultra Instinct fusion.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because they're opposite, because one's Ultra Ego and one's
Yeah,
Ultra
but I don't know, because that's like, I mean, it could happen. It's like a yin and yang kind of a thing.
Yeah. So it'd be interesting what that looks like if it were to happen.
If it were to happen, yeah, we'll see. I mean, I'm sure Totoro has been cooking up some stuff with the story, with the hiatus, because I'm sure he was
Fingers
probably still
crossed.
working on the story. Not, drawing anything, but putting out the outline at least.
Storyboard, yeah.
Yep. So who knows? We'll see. But do you guys have anything else to add on transformations?
I don't think there's anything left to be said about transformation.
I really don't.
That Saiyans have the most.
We've given a good 5 hours to this topic now. I don't think we have much more to say.
5 hours? Where do you get 5 hours from? It's only been 3.
I mean, there's been 3 episodes. They've not all been an hour.
Mm-mm.
You sure about that?
I think the last one was like an hour and a half. It was long.
So 2 were an hour and a half.
This one's gonna be over an hour too. So, a little over an hour.
So probably 4 is more likely, but
3.5.
4 hours of transformations.
4 hours of transformations.
It's a lot.
So, yeah, all right. Well, everybody, thank you again for listening to the Dragon Ball Lorecast, and till next time on the Dragon Ball Lorecast.
Thank you for listening to the Dragon Ball Lorecast. You can find us on the Robots Radio Discord at robotsradio.net, the Ben and Friends podcast and Discord, where you can tell us how you got into the Dragon Ball series. You can even find us on Twitter at DBLorecast and email us at DragonBallLorecast@outlook.com. See you next time on the Dragon Ball Lorecast.